everybody, Jaycie here, and I am answering some of your questions around storytelling. So one of the most recent ones that I was asked, Jaycie, how do I cut out a bunch of stuff, shorten my story, make it concise without losing all the good stuff, all the fun, juicy stuff, and yet still make it impactful and entertaining in that sense? So I'm going to give you a quick example. There's one of my favorite fun stories, at least right now, that I tell. Pull it out of my back pocket, one of my back pocket stories. And I call it Chip Boy. So if you haven't heard it, I was in the grocery store. And yes, sometimes, yeah, you get hit on in the grocery store. So I'm at self-checkout, and this younger gentleman, and I'm in the store a lot, he knows me a little bit. He comes up and he hands me his phone number, and I thought, oh, eek. Okay, wait. I was so taken aback. I said, how old are you? And he said, 22. I'm 53. I had never done math so fast in my head. And I said, I'm 31 years older than you. And he's like, I don't care. And I'm like, I do. So, yeah. Then when I share this story, you guys, what I do is I share how that shocking moment was not a good fit for me, and how I then actually had to have a chance to speak with him and let him know, hey, these are my boundaries. No, it's okay. I didn't want to hurt his feelings. So in business, we have to have boundaries, right? Or we take on a client that is just shit for us, and that's not what we want, right? We want clients that make sense and that we're a good fit for them and they're a good fit for us, because those are the ones that are going to have super success. So same thing goes if in a relationship, even if you're dating. If you go out with someone that, no, it's not a good fit. Fit? I'm making up new words. Fit. My hillbilly came out. Then it's not likely to work, right? So you want that one that you go, oh my gosh, we're alike. We think alike. Whatever. You light me up. You make me laugh. That works with relationships, but it works with clients too. And it works when you're telling stories. So when you're telling your story, don't give them all the boring details of, well, that morning I went into the store and I saw this guy in the chip aisle, said hi to him, went on my way, blah, 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 blah. Because sometimes that story, yes, I do expand on it. I do make it maybe a couple minutes long, maybe. But it's only when the environment is right that you bring in the other aspects of the story. And you're watching and listening, if you're in person or in a live situation, to the person you're telling the story to, or the people. How are they reacting? Are they laughing? If you're starting to lose them, make sure you've shortened it. But other times you need to make it short from the get-go. So you have to take out things that really don't make sense to the key point of your story. Okay, another example, really quick. If I were to tell you one of my spider stories, because I live in Arizona, we have big spiders. I had a spider that wasn't so big, yay big, whatever. And I just wanted to safely remove it from the kitchen. So I was trying to capture it and not hurt its little legs. And I was talking to him, and then I realized he wasn't a he, apparently. Because all of a sudden she must have said, run, babies, run. And tons of little spiders, little babies went across my kitchen floor. Okay. Now, I didn't give you all the details. Oh, and I was dusting them up in the dustpan, trying to save them. But yeah, they probably didn't, poor things. But how I relate that to whatever the topic is, whatever the situation is, doesn't matter right now. The point is, I didn't do the entire story of, oh my gosh, we just moved into this house and I had boxes in the kitchen that I hadn't bothered to take out and I needed blah, blah, blah. It was noon, I don't know, whatever. All the stuff, all the other stuff that isn't important. All that was important was the humorous piece of me trying to capture what I thought was a him for some reason and telling the funny, they went everywhere. Eek! Now, the other thing I'm going to say, and then I'm going to get off of here today, is that it's not just the words and telling the story. It's how you tell it. That often takes training, coaching. That's what I'm here for. Been on stage my whole life. That's why it's easy for me, but I can train you and help you do that. You don't have to have the big, vivacious personality that I do. You don't need that. But, and sometimes it's too much for people. So you have to tell your stories so they attract your people, okay? Okay. So if you have questions, make sure that wherever you're watching this, put it in the comments or reach out to me somewhere, however you can reach out to me, LinkedIn, Facebook, send me a DM, I don't care, and ask, how do I do that, or whatever your question is, okay? I will share more with you. This was just a little quick answer to how to cut stuff out. Don't be afraid to cut things out. You do not need them in every situation that you tell that story in. You don't. All right, I'm out of here. This is longer than I meant for it to be. Ta-ta! Hey, wait. Go over to cartwheelsandbananapeels.com. If you're already there, cool. But if you're not, make sure you do and go watch some of those cartwheels and the other episodes of Cartwheels and Banana Peels with the ladies and the one coming up before long with the guys, because it's funny. Oh my God, the stories. Go watch. Bye.